This show is sponsored by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out the Facebook page, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you will find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pillows and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck pillows as well. Log on to ngscsports.com and go to the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. It makes a great gift for Christmas at an affordable price. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
You're listening to NGSC Sports Radio. Hear us live on ngscsports.com, where you can get awesome analysis for all things sport. Or check out our podcasts on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, and much more. For our latest videos, head to NGSC Sports YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at NGSC Sports and like us on Facebook. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
Their city has more plastic fans.
Yeah. Well, cities like the new. They're the new.
The new hotness. The nouveau riche. All right, let's just start this episode 260. She can't believe it either, to be honest.
Let's friggin' do it.
She's very confused. Are you okay?
No.
One name producer Jackie, are you okay over there?
No.
What's wrong?
No.
My bot laner, my ADC just chose Gnar.
Are you playing a normal?
Yes.
Can I see this real quick? Folks, we'll get back to you in just 1 second.
Folks,
Fucking
I don't know
Dodge.
what language they're
That's a
speaking right
dodge.
now.
That's a dodge. Anyway, welcome back to the Foreign Fair Podcast. I am Edward Green, joined as always by my calling crime, Wes Bradshaw, and sort of by one name producer Jackie, who still has head in hands. Not unlike the two of us did the past week in soccer. Or even, in a better way, after Avengers Endgame, which we'll be talking about later for a long time. So good. This is episode 260 of the pod. We will be talking a little bit about the Premier League, although at this point, there's not much left to go over. We do have a few clinching scenarios we can mention as we get to that. We will discuss a little bit about the Champions League matchups that took place for the semifinal first legs these last 2 days. And we will also then, like I said, talk Endgame. Endgame.
We're gonna do that as like a whole separate thing, right?
We can.
Yeah, let's just do a whole separate.
Okay. So this will be a short podcast.
You get that? We're gonna give y'all 2 pods this week for the price of one.
Bonus content.
Yeah.
I love content. BMO. I
don't know what that means.
It's fine.
But
He's
okay.
so cute.
I'm just here.
Yeah, we all are. So, of course, always big thanks to NGSC Sports at ngscsports.com. We never stop. As well as Alicia's Pillows and Things. Hey, if you want to show someone you love them 3,000, what better way? What better way?
Damn you.
What better way to show them that than by getting some great swag over at Alicia's Pillows and Things? You can find her great stuff on Facebook as well as on NGSC Sports' main page. So now with that, let's hit the football. Let's go through it. Again, there's not much to talk about because as we look at this week, everything is pretty much in the same spot where we last left. City is still 1 point ahead of Liverpool. Both teams keep winning. Nobody wants to finish in the top 4 outside of that because everybody else keeps dropping points. And Brighton is probably going to stay up. As we look around the league real quick, Portman, Southampton and Bournemouth. It's one of those days, guys. It's played to a very entertaining 3-3 draw. Callum Wilson picking up his second goal of the match in the 86th minute to bring things level at 3 apiece and give Each team a point in that one. Again, Southampton just about clinched safety anyway. In fact, I actually think they have clinched safety. Yeah, they're safe. So the point was enough. They are good to go. Crystal Palace and Everton played to a 0-0 draw. It happened. There you go. Two of the better teams, not in the top 6. Frankly, maybe even slightly better than that team in 6th. Watford and Wolves played to another fantastic match, just like they did a couple weeks ago in the FA Cup. Wolves getting the better of them this time, 2-1, thanks to a goal from Diogo Jota, who has been so good for this Wolves team this year. Just again showing how spending smartly can really help. Fulham beats Cardiff 1-0, thanks to a 79th minute goal from Ryan Babel. The Tower of Power put one in for Fulham, and they were able to sneak some points out on their way out of the Premier League and possibly doom Cardiff to the same fate. Brighton and Hove got a very important goal thanks to Pascal Grold in the 75th minute in their match against Newcastle after Jose Perez notched his 4th goal in 2 matches. And then initially gave Newcastle a 1-0 lead. But again, Brighton with a very, very important point to get them almost to safety. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then when we look at the battle for 4th, Leicester beats Arsenal 3-0.
We're calling this a battle. More like the pillow fight for 4th.
The battle royale. Someone must win. Leicester beats Arsenal 3-0. Yuri Tielemans with another goal for Brendan Rodgers' side as he scored just up before the hour mark. Jamie Vardy also threw in a brace. Arsenal going down to 10 men as Ainsley Niles, yes, Maitland-Niles picked up his 2nd yellow card of the match pretty early on, right there in the 36th minute. And Arsenal was forced to play the rest of the match down a man. But Leicester just picking them apart. Also on Sunday, Man City beat Burnley 1-0. Aguero scored. That was that. And United draws Chelsea.
By the slammest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think like 0.12 inches, I think it was said.
Yeah, it was like 11 millimeters or something like that.
That might have been what it was, yeah. Yeah, very, very close. Thanks, goal line technology.
It giveth and it taketh away.
It does. City's had a very interesting experience
City
with replay.
has 6 points on goal line technology.
Really?
Well, you think about it. Stones cleared the ball against Liverpool.
That's true, yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah.
I think it was actually like.
Yeah, it was really.
It was. Just, I mean, I can't remember. It was so freaking minuscule, and then they get the goal over here. It's a 6-point swing.
John Stones. Where's that guy?
There's your 6-point swing, man.
Not really playing.
We're going to lose this damn race by a point. So.
Well, United and Chelsea played to a 1-1 draw. The first half of which was amazing. The second half of which just didn't even need to happen. Marcos Alonso was the goal scorer for Chelsea in the 43rd minute, while Juan Mata scored in the 11th. Also on Saturday, Tottenham lose their first match in the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as Michail Antonio scores for, I believe, the 4th straight match against Tottenham with his goal in the 67th minute as West Ham gets the win there. And all the way back to Friday, as we seem to be almost going completely in reverse, Liverpool destroys Huddersfield 5-0. Salah and Mane both with braces after Naby Keita got the goal scoring started in the first minute.
16 seconds.
Yeah.
Liverpool's fastest ever Premier League goal.
Yeah, that's 2 straight weeks we've had goals in the first 20 seconds. I forget who did it last week.
Oh, God, until Shane Long.
Yes, that's right, of Southampton.
In 7.5 seconds.
Jeez. So much fast scoring. I swear this doesn't usually happen. But, yeah, at this point, as we take a look at the table, Man City leads Liverpool by a point. Same as it ever was, same as it ever was, same as it ever was. Tottenham still up 2 on Chelsea and 4 on Arsenal. United right now in 6th place are 3 back of Chelsea for that 4th spot. And then at the bottom of your heart, the relegation zone, Brighton and Hove are up 4 points on Cardiff. All these with 2 matches to play. Everybody is on equal footing. So real quick, Wes, before we start diving just a little bit into what this means, The following clinching scenarios can take place. City can actually win the league this week. It would take Liverpool losing to Newcastle, as well as City winning. Mm-hmm. If City win their match and Liverpool draw, they will nearly win the Premier League. It will then come down to Liverpool can at most tie on points, and then we'll have to make up what would at least be, assuming a City 1-0 win and a Liverpool draw, would be a 5-point goal differential. Right. So that is where the top two take place.
Needless to say, Liverpool need to win it.
Yes, they do. Tottenham, even with everything going on around them, Tottenham with a win against Bournemouth this weekend will lock up at least top 4. If Chelsea drop a point, Tottenham will lock up third. Chelsea, I believe, can also lock up top 4 with a win and a non-United win and a non-Arsenal win. Tottenham can also lock up top 4, not just with a win, but as long as they equal or better both the results of United and Arsenal. There you go. Simple, to keep it simple, if Tottenham wins, they play Champions League football next year. The end. Almost the same for Chelsea, but not quite. And then again, for Brighton and Hove, as long as they don't lose and Cardiff doesn't win, Brighton will be staying up there again because they're up 4 points. So, Wes, we're down to the final 2 weeks of the Premier League season. As we look at the table, as you mentioned, Liverpool will be traveling to St. James Park to take on Newcastle. City, that is on Saturday at 2:45. On Monday, City hosts Leicester at the Etihad at 3 p.m. for some Monday Night Football on NBC Sports. All to play for in these last 2 matches.
It's the chance for the Brodge.
Yes.
The Brodge.
To finally win a title for Liverpool.
The Brodge to, help complete the job that he once started for Liverpool. It'll be on Monday. Of course, they play Leicester. Liverpool got to take care of their own business against, and that's not going to be a walk in the park.
No.
Walk in St. James Park, for that fact, is not only they take on Newcastle, but they take on their former manager, the last manager that we truly loved, Rafa.
Suck it, Brodge.
Rafa can do his part to help Liverpool win that title as well. That would be awesome. But this kind of seems like the last true hurdle for Manchester City. Mm-hmm. Leicester City beat Man City back in December. Mm-hmm. So, when you look at it this year, 2 of City's 4 losses did come to former Liverpool managers. Because they also lost to Newcastle. So
yes, they did.
No, 3, because they lost to Crystal Palace, too. Yeah. Lost to Roy Hodgson, Brodge, and
Rafa.
So...
Oh, my.
well, now, actually, they didn't lose to Brodge. They lost to a team managed by Brodge. So if Brodge can complete... Brodge can complete the Triple Crown here.
Yes.
And help deliver things. But, I mean, in all honesty, and the way things should go... Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to come down to 98-97, which is just going to be devastating on all fronts.
It's so crazy how this Premier League season has turned out that these two have been basically in this position for, I believe, about the last 2.5 months of just 1 point. Whenever they were equal on matches played, it was always just that 1 point gap that was there. I mean... Who does have the tougher match? I mean, I guess Newcastle is not as good as Leicester. Right. However, it is, as you mentioned, at St. James Park, while City does play at home, for whatever that's worth. Newcastle has been playing better football of late. I wouldn't call it like great or good or anything. Leicester, of course, does have a little bit of that new manager bounce still with the Brodge. I don't know. Is there any chance Liverpool doesn't get all 3 points at Newcastle, or is it just, nope, just can take care of business?
We'll see where Liverpool's head is after this trip to Catalonia. It's kind of a quick turnaround. Just have a couple days now to get ready for Newcastle, and where you got to feel Liverpool are going to be somewhat deflated coming back. But one thing about Liverpool that has shown through this year has been mental toughness.
Sure, absolutely.
Understanding the job at hand and, getting on to the next job. So, if anyone can bounce back from this, you would think, Liverpool would be able to, knowing that there is still something for them to play for right now. Still a huge prize out there for them to play for. Which truly, at least to the fans, I would say is the prize most of them are more interested in bringing home. Yes. So, if you gave us the choice right now, we'd snap your hand off and take that Premier League title. So, I think Liverpool should be okay against Newcastle. It's at least it's a late start, so it's not, normally Liverpool would play that 7:30 match.
I know. No, that's been us the last 2 weeks. We get that nice little 7:30 slot.
Well, that's so you can get the extra 6 hours to get ready for your Champions League.
Exactly. That's
well, actually, we kind of catch the short shrift because we got the short turnaround now. But anyway, whatever. Not the end of the world there.
Premier League screwing over Liverpool yet again.
It's what it is, but I think Liverpool should definitely be the favorites to walk in and get a victory.
Absolutely, and again, City will be playing Leicester coming up here in this week. Then to close off, Liverpool will be playing Wolves on Sunday, May 12th at Anfield. City will be traveling to Brighton. That may be a Brighton team that is already staying up at the MX. We don't know yet. More than likely it will be, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what kind of fight Brighton does put up at home against City. So it could be a very interesting last 2 weeks. Still so much to play for. And again, for that top 4 spot, Tottenham do travel to the Vitality to take on Bournemouth. Again, that's 7:30 this Saturday. Elsewhere, on Sunday, Chelsea will host Watford. United head to Huddersfield, and Arsenal get Brighton at home. So very important for Tottenham to go ahead and pick up 3 points, as well as for Chelsea to go ahead and start solidifying those top 4 slots. On to the Champions League now. Champions.
The champions.
These are the champions.
And neither of them are from England.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know.
At this moment.
Yes, at this moment.
At this moment, it's Barcelona and Barcelona JV.
Oh, man. The Champions League semifinals took place, first legs this week. Ajax heading to New Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and beating Spurs 1-0 thanks to Donny James Van de Beek with a goal pretty much unmarked there in the 15th minute. Ajax had multiple more chances in that first half.
Damn Dawson.
Damn it. Beek from the creek. As well as, of course, the other big notable thing from the first half for Tottenham was Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen colliding head-to-head in the Ajax penalty area, going up for a header. And Vertonghen coming down with what I believe was a concussion. I think most people believe was a concussion, and I think that's what eventually science will prove was a concussion, even though the official word is coming out as to maybe not have been that. So we will see what happens with Vertonghen. Of course, that would be a very big blow if he cannot play either this weekend or potentially in the return leg in Amsterdam coming up in a couple weeks, next week. The good news for Tottenham, even though they did lose 1-0, they looked much better in the second half against Ajax. They looked much more probing. They looked much more comfortable going forward. They looked like the change in shape after having to bring off Vertonghen kind of helped going to more of a strict diamond, bringing on Moussa Sissoko, which, that's how our season's going. Moussa Sissoko will save us all. But also very importantly for Tottenham, even though they do give up the away goal to Ajax going into the second leg, Heung-min Son will be back for the second leg after picking up a suspension in the previous round for yellow card accumulation. And that is so big for Spurs, where the job is, hey, get that away goal, keep Ajax off the board. And if there's anything maybe good for Tottenham, is that Ajax, in this Champions League at least, has performed much better on the road for some reason than at home. So Tottenham,
usually they hold it till the second leg. So,
yes.
Maybe they've already got it out of them.
So there you go. So Tottenham still do have a decent chance of advancing on to the Champions League Finals West, but it will be an uphill road to climb. And I've also noticed these last couple of years, it always seems like when Tottenham is doing well, they can never be like the darlings. No. A couple of years ago when Leicester won the Premier League and Tottenham was fighting for second, it's like, well, Tottenham can't be the darlings because Leicester is even lower than them, and now Tottenham, hey, you could be the team of destiny, but no, Ajax comes from a lower league, so of course they're actually the tournament darlings. So it's just like, can't Tottenham just be the tournament darlings just once? But on more serious terms, do you think Tottenham have a decent chance of coming back when they head to the Johan Cruyff Arena next Wednesday?
I think they definitely have a chance. Having Sonny back is going to just be huge. He's been such a big part for him, and especially since losing Harry Kane. I mean, that's their go-to guy. So to be without Son and Harry Kane in that first leg, and it's not like Tottenham are exactly the healthiest team on earth right now anyway, other than those two being out. I thought to hold Ajax and to give all credit to Ajax, my God, what a display they put on.
Yeah, that first half was really well.
Jesus, God, they play some slick football. To hold them to one goal.
Not the worst in the world.
I mean,
and Ajax had multiple other chances.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So, if I was a Spurs fan, I would at least take heart that it's not like we got run out of the building and we know we're getting what at this time is our best player back.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be completely panicking.
Yeah, again, have to see what happens with Vertonghen coming up this next week here with his injury suffered in this match. It looks like they're starting to bring in a few able bodies back that can hopefully lead this line of a mash unit for Tottenham. And then on the other side, of course, it was a Lionel Messi kind of day for Barcelona, as sometimes it just is, as Barcelona beat Liverpool at the Camp Nou 3-0. Luis Suarez, who I couldn't tell by his celebration, but apparently he used to play for Liverpool. That was interesting. He scored.
Apparently, I found out now that we're allowed to turn on Suarez now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. Twitter was not happy with Suarez.
It's time to turn on Suarez.
Yeah,
now. Damn it, we've stuck up for your ass for like 5 years, dude. And you pull that shit, it's my ass, Suarez. You're dead to me, Pistolera.
Well,
and that little prick Coutinho trying to pull some shit out there too. He's trying to get in somebody's face.
Suarez scores the first goal for Barcelona in the first half. Liverpool did have chances, notably James Milner. I believe Joe Gomez also had a chance. But it was Barcelona who would take their chances. Suarez with another shot off the crossbar that Lionel Messi was able to dive into the box for and just tap in to the empty net. Made it 2-0 for Barcelona, and then just a few minutes later, just Messi magic. What's his name? Magisterial.
Ray Hudson?
Yes, Ray Hudson, who has probably not finished orgasming from Lionel Messi's free kick for the third. Just absolutely inch perfect. Nothing Alisson could do for Liverpool to keep that out.
Oh, no. According to Talksport, he totally screwed up making his wall. Because they know everything.
Oh, Talksport.
It wasn't the fact that fucking Superman pulled out his cape and just dropped one of his 600th Barcelona goal.
No.
And it was just fucking perfect. No, it can't just be that. It's got to be that Liverpool screwed up.
No. So. The best player in the world can't score without someone else fucking up.
Best player ever. I'll even go with that.
That's fine. You really won't get an argument out of me at this point. Barcelona do finish up 3-0. Could have almost been 3-1 as a very late goal chance did come for Liverpool. Rakitic with a clear off the line after Salah's shot goes off the post, just begging to be put in. And then Ousmane Dembele missing another golden opportunity for Barcelona to actually just well and truly kill off the tie in the first leg and make it 4-0. Two big near turning points near the end of that match. But Barcelona do come away with the 3-0 victory. Liverpool, unfortunately, do not get an away goal. But, hey, we've said it before, we say it again. Crazy things happen on European nights at Anfield. And that's what it'll be next Tuesday, and that's what they'll need if they want to advance to the final in Madrid.
Absolutely. It's a match that Liverpool is going to look back at and rue because, I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know me. I'm Mr. Positivity here.
Yes.
I will hold out hope until that final whistle.
Yes, you will.
But it's not exactly looking good right now for the old boys in red. That said, here's the thing. I think Barcelona, A, deserved to win on the night.
Yes.
Also think, B, that Liverpool... I also think that, B, they were not 3-0 better than Liverpool on the
No,
night.
probably not.
Liverpool had 3 or 4 really, really top scoring opportunities. The really glaring one that left us all hanging our head was at 3-0 down, getting an away goal be huge, and Salah finds himself with an open net.
Yeah.
And, well, it wasn't a totally open net, but he had no keeper in the way.
Right.
And it looked like he tried to lift it over, and instead he hits the crossbar. And it just... Oh, God. Milner had a really good opportunity. Mane early had a really good opportunity. Ter Stegen, to borrow a term that this hockey-obsessed North Carolina, shoot me in the face, that hockey likes to use, Ter Stegen stood on his head.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great match between the sticks. Was really, really instrumental in setting up their second goal off of a really quick counter. I mean, Barcelona were fantastic, and at the end of the day, I love him. I love him. We have Salah. They still got Messi.
Yes.
Messi buried his 2 opportunities, and Salah.
I think the one scary thing is for Liverpool going forward is that they are set up now for their home match where they are going to have to do things that play sort of into Barcelona's hand. Barcelona very much this year has been a counter-attacking team. And unfortunately for Liverpool, they have to come out and score, which they can absolutely do.
Yeah.
But if they don't, they could very quickly find themselves down another goal or 2 at Anfield. That to me is the scary thing. Like if it was... If Barcelona wasn't as good on the counter as they are this year, you'd be like, okay, hey, Liverpool gets an early goal, Anfield starts rocking, here we go. Yeah. But with the way Liverpool's going to have to chase the game, it's going to be really tough.
And that's exactly what got away from them late, was trying to chase that equalizer, and they got nailed on the counter.
Yeah.
And also on top of it, at this point with the away goals, all Barca needs is 1, and suddenly we need 5 goals on the night.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, we've talked about before. Anfield has some magic to it, especially on those European nights at Anfield.
What was it? What was the score when you guys were playing Dortmund a couple years ago in the Europa League?
We had an away goal was the thing on that. I think we ended up winning. Was it 4-4 or 4-3? I think it was 4-4 on aggregate. And God, I can't remember.
So it can happen. It may not be looking very likely right now, but it can happen. But that is what Liverpool will need is one of those magical nights at Anfield on a European Tuesday night to see if they can go through to the final. If not, it will be Barcelona heading there to meet the winner of Ajax versus Tottenham. Again, those will be playing next week. Liverpool on the Tuesday, Tottenham on the Wednesday.
Ed, I'm hoping for a super, super nice double birthday present next week.
Oh, yeah?
Because Wednesday will be the old boy's birthday. Yeah. So how about a Liverpool and a Tottenham come from
Hey, there we go.
That's all I'm asking for anyone out there.
Not asking for much.
Jeez, I literally don't ask for much. I'm not even going to get much anyway. That's all I ask is just for a couple of miracles.
So not too much
at least
to
one
ask
miracle.
for. Hey, they have some miracles in them. So again, that Liverpool will be fighting on 2 fronts these next couple weeks to stay in their race for their 2 trophies. So that'll do it for our match talk. We do have a little bit of news and notes just from it being award season. Virgil van Dijk is the PFA Player of the Year. He is the second defender to win the award since 1993, so basically the Premier League era. Van Dijk becomes the second defender to win the award. Raheem Sterling, Raza, he becomes the Writers Player of the Year, getting 62% of the vote. But that wasn't his only award. Also won the Young Player of the Year award.
Yeah, we've had this argument with you before too. So,
Oh, boy.
you of all people have nothing to really come back at this.
Which is hilarious because I always argued when a Tottenham player could win it, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, Harry Kane was in the running for like 3 straight years. It's like, why?
Well, that's the thing. It became like the Harry Kane award. It's like, this guy's like a 5-year veteran. What the hell, man?
It doesn't make any sense. I honest to God believe, and Sterling even made fun of us, and he's right to do so. At this point, they should just change it to a Rookie of the Year sort of award. Like, if you've played less than, coming into this season, if you've played less than 30 matches in a top 5 league, you are eligible for this award, and if not, no. I don't see what's so wrong about that.
Yeah, I think American sports have the advantage here. Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
Why not? You need to be the Young Player of the Year
once.
And even if you just bring it back to 21.
That could work too.
23, at this point, the way players are turned out now,
yes.
By 23, I mean, God, these guys are like, crafty veterans by the time they're 23.
Well, I think
especially someone like a Sterling,
yeah,
who was in Liverpool's first team and playing significantly at like 17.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan Sessegnon, another guy who's a lot like that. He could one day be that, and I think he's 18 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been in the first team for like 2 full years.
So it doesn't make any sense why we're still doing the award like this. I beg you, knowing that I'm doing the equivalent of just screaming into the void on this, because the English FA will not change no matter what we want. So, hey, please change. I know you won't, but I really wish you would. It would be pretty swell if you did. But those were the awards. So it's been an interesting award season with Pogba being named to the players for starting 11 for best 11. That was interesting. So it's been an interesting year for football awards.
Yeah, very good.
I don't even know that Sterling winning Player of the Year as well as Van Dijk also winning a different Player of the Year, which that's so kind of weird. I don't know that those are 2 bad options. Those have probably been the 2 best players of the year, even though I think I would probably vote for Mane over Van Dijk because I think Mane's been more important overall. But I just my thinking is I think Van Dijk makes it so that you can at least secure a point by keeping a clean sheet, but Mane's got to go out and score goals to get you those 2 extra points. Mm-hmm. And especially with them having to, because they haven't really been in a position this year where they could get draws and stay in this title race. They have had to win, and to win you have to score goals. And I do understand like not allowing goals is also a very big part of that. But I think especially with Salah not having, or not, let me rephrase this, coming down to earth a little bit from last year, and Firmino as well, Mane seemed like he really picked up a lot of that slack. I think if this was like an MVP award, I actually think Mane would be my MVP for what he did for Liverpool this year. I think Van Dijk and Sterling have both been terrific. I actually think Mane would be my MVP of this. If we were doing an American MVP award.
Well, I mean, obviously you go by goals. So you're an offensive guy.
I love
You're
it.
one of those.
I'm very offensive.
Us football snobs.
Excuse me, Smarks, as someone calling you.
Yes, us football snobs. I mean, to me, it's Van Dijk for the simple fact that the signing of Van Dijk completely changed the culture of Liverpool.
True.
And turn them from a team. I mean, we've always been able to score, but we've never been able to actually, we always put ourselves in peril because we would get 2 goals and then we would always get risked to give up 2 goals. That has changed. Okay. This Champions League match today, that's the first time Liverpool's given up more than 2 in a match this year. And the only, oh my God, I want to say off the top of my head, the only match I can think of anyone scoring 2 against us was when PSG beat us 2-1.
That's probably... This is just this season. Just this season.
Just this season. Yeah,
Right,
just this
okay.
season. And I might be wrong. There seems like there was a Premier League match in there somewhere. It wasn't City, though. I know that.
Let's look. We have the technology. We can look real quick.
Maybe we gave up 2, and maybe it was literally like one of the lower league teams.
Let's see. Palace.
That's right.
Palace 4-3 victory.
That's right. Okay.
Burnley got 2, and that's it.
Right. I mean, that's it, and then we gave up we gave up the 2 to PSG.
PSG, yeah.
So
did you not have another group stage Champions League
we
match?
lost both of them 1-0.
I could be
once again, we can check that real quick, but I want to say we lost them both 1-0 to Napoli and to Red Star. Yeah, Red Star may beat us 2-0 actually.
Let's see. Group stage. Hello.
Think about it. Yeah.
You guys Group C?
Yeah.
Group C, yeah. Let's see. Liverpool. So yeah, the 2 to PSG, 1-0. 2 to Red Star.
Yeah, I thought we gave 2 to Red Star.
And then 2 to PSG again.
2 to PSG.
And then beat Napoli 1-0.
And Napoli beat us 1-0. Yep. So I mean.
So 4 teams have scored, because PSG counts twice. 4 different teams have scored multiple goals in a match against Liverpool this season. And 2 of them were Burnley and Palace and Red Star.
There you go. Burnley, Palace, and Red Star. The others, PSG and Barcelona.
Fuck.
2 of those sound like they should have.
Yeah.
And then 3 of them are like, what the hell?
3 of these things are not like the others. Oh man, that is hilarious. Actually, we don't need it right this second, but I'm just while it's over here as we head to the Watch 4. I'm just gonna plug in my laptop so it doesn't die.
Verd. It's an idea. Always an idea.
Always a good idea.
Always an idea.
All right. So as we do, we want to do a Watch 4 since we're going to be doing a bonus pod. I mean, is there anything else you've been watching, Wes, in the week that was or the week that will be?
I'm trying to finish out my Justified kick. I'm near the end of season 5 on Justified.
Timothy,
all into Justified. It is one of my top 10 all-time shows.
Nice.
Maybe not so much what I have been watching, just to throw a few things out, though, because, of course, since I've seen Endgame twice, I have no problem going and reading anything, because spoilers don't apply.
Yeah. We're immune now.
Yeah, I almost spoiled it on you, and I really did not mean to. I sent that to. I thought I sent that to someone else. I was like, oh, wait.
No, I knew as soon as I got it, I was like, he didn't mean it. Which is great, because you were also kind of wrong in what you called it, so I got unspoiled because of it.
Good. Well, excuse me. But,
plus, you didn't even give me the worst spoiler. We'll get to that later.
So let me get it up. I actually had something saved. Upcoming Marvel things. Now we know some of the movies, and we can talk about some of the movies in our other one. But something I'm interested in is Disney Plus.
Yes.
Which, while that does not sound cool at all, because, when you initially think about it, you're like, Disney, oh my God, how many times I had to watch the fucking Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Because I will have to watch it a lot.
Just sorry.
Yes, I have a 7-year-old now. Now 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So. But not only is it going to be all the sweet Disney princess movies that we grew up with, and love secretly, it is now going to be the entire Marvel collection, and they're going to have original programming with like the actual movie stars. And I hear there's going to be a Falcon, White Wolf / Winter Soldier, and it might be Captain America now. And oh my God, I don't know, but I just lost it because Sebastian Stan and Jesus.
I love Sebastian Stan. He's
and when I was saying Endgame, I lost my shit. Anyway, that's your spoiler for this.
But yeah, I called it the Marvel service, which it basically will be for us. The Disney Plus service, I think, is going to be like $8 a month or something, and it's going to be every Marvel property. Like, did you hear about that, by the way? That's why I'm like, do we still need Netflix? I don't think we do anymore. Like, we'll have Hulu and we'll have that. And we just happen to have Amazon Prime Video because we're Prime people. But
I don't know. I think it's kind of like...
That sounded so...
We're Prime people. We are Prime
I'm
people.
Prime myself. That's where I've been watching Justified.
Hey, there you go.
I think there's kind of like a grand slam of things that you need. If you're cutting the cord, with Disney Plus, you go the grand slam now. You go Netflix, Hulu... Prime and Disney Plus, because that pretty much has you covered. And then if you're like me and you have the Cody app on a Fire Stick, why the hell do you really need anything else?
Exactly.
Yeah, for me, I might just not need anything but that damn Cody app, but they're always taking shit off.
If you're a
of
T-Mobile subscriber, hey, you also have access to MLB.TV, so that's pretty great. You get baseball.
Yeah.
Anyway, also on the watch for, I feel like there's something we've been watching, and I can't exactly remember what it is. Oh, yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine's been great lately, by the way.
I see I've missed 9-9 lately just due to work and everything, so I've got about 3 episodes, I think, to catch up on.
Oh, boy, you have some fun ones. This last one especially. Oh, it's so good. If you ever wanted to see what goes on during lunchtime for Hitchcock and Scully, it's fun.
Oh, Jesus, I do want to know all of that.
It's good. It's good stuff. That was and then what did Kevin call Holt? That he's more than a hot piece of ass. Is that what he said?
Oh, Jesus.
You know which episode I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
The last episode I saw had Holt raving about Kevin's rice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is they go to they have to Holt and Jake have to go to Kevin's college to solve a crime.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And they get to go into the world of academia. And where Holt is just a hot piece of ass. Anyway, you will watch. So that is the watch for. From there, Wes, do we have any so rawness?
No, I have no fucking clue what's going on right now.
That's fine, because hey, their viewership's dropping anyway, so it's only a matter of time. Just kidding, it's not.
Well, I think right now, I literally think it's almost like a build-up to let's just get to the new SmackDown on Fox.
Yeah.
Because there has been a lot of shuffling lately, and
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get lined up straight for that so they can put a really good product out for that. So I'm really hoping the fact that they're going to go to network TV is going to be maybe that kick in the ass that, hey, we need to...
You can't say
need to
ass
fix
on
shit.
Fox.
But it's Fox. I mean, they gave us Married with Children in The Simpsons.
You know what's funny? Now that I'm thinking, since we were just talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that was one thing that some of them have talked about. Moving from Fox to NBC, they can actually swear more on NBC as long as they bleep it. Like it's okay on NBC if you want to say fucking shit,
as long as you believe
as long as you bleep it.
But see,
They're
that's
down with
crazy,
that.
because FX is
I know.
like...
I
mean, FX is basically like, the little brother of HBO at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, Sons of Anarchy.
Wait,
Sons of Anarchy.
is SmackDown going to be on Fox or FX?
SmackDown's going to be on Fox. It's going to be
Okay.
an actual network.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's just kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, and Fox was like the bad boys when they, with The Simpsons and
Exactly.
and as you said, Married with Children. Yeah.
And all the trashy, horrible reality shows.
Yeah. Oh, Temptation Island.
Oh,
Anyway.
Jesus.
So that's gonna.
Father's the district attorney.
Oh, what show is that? Was the OC, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was some show that literally played one episode.
God, because I know exactly what you're saying.
I can see the girl in my face.
I can see the guy who screams that line.
Yes. It's like Ron Silver or something like that. I can't remember what show it was, but I remember.
I thought it was the OC.
No, because the OC went forever. This show literally lasted one episode.
Oh God. Okay, we're looking this up. While I look it up, we want to remind you guys that this podcast, as we come to the end of it, is brought to you by NGSC Sports at ngscsports.com. We never stop, as well as Alicia's Pillows and Things. I can't type and say this at the same time. You can see them on the social media, as well as us as a collective. We are at AFA Pod. Wes, you are.
I'm at West Bradshaw 21.
I am at Edward Green. Her father's the district attorney.
Yeah.
I think this is the line. Let's see. Sorry, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that in between. So that is our Twitter handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're also go by our parent show, the All New Sports Show. Follow all our episodes on YouTube as well. Thanks to all our podcast providers, including Podbean.com, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, the TuneIn Radio app, Google Play Music, and the iTunes Music Store. So once again, that'll do it for this week. For this episode this week, we have another episode coming out later, which will be bonus content. It'll be coming out later this week of our thoughts on Endgame, because we have thoughts. A lot of
So
thoughts.
many thoughts.
Thoughts for your thoughts. So it'll be very fantastic. Do also have a listen to that. But for now, we will bid you adieu until next week's official pod, which we'll be doing live. Doing next week, or not live for you here, but
Yeah, I mean, computer to computer.
yes, computer to computer. There will be no Anfield Corner next week, basically.
Right.
So we'll be talking about the latest goings on in the Premier League and recapping what happens in Leg 2 of the Champions League. And if we feel like it, we'll throw a bone to the Europa League semifinals as well. But until then, for McCullen Crime, Wes Bradshaw, I am Edward Green. As always, thank you so much for listening to the Foreign Affair podcast. Until next time, stay safe and enjoy the football.
Good night, Liverpool. Just hold it together, guys. It'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, it'll be
I
okay.
swear.
I love you. I just want to throw in one more thing. Happy birthday to my princess baby. She's 7 today.
There it is.
Took her to school this morning. She had a cupcake at 7 a.m. And I don't feel bad about that at all.
No, it's not your problem at that point.
I'm a decent parent.
It's the teacher's problem at that point.
Sorry, elementary school teachers.
This show is sponsored by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out the Facebook page, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you will find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pillows and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck pillows as well. Log on to NGSCsports.com and go to the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. It makes a great gift for Christmas at an affordable price. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
You're listening to NGSC Sports Radio. Hear us live on NGSCsports.com, where you can get awesome analysis for all things sport. Or check out our podcasts on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, and much more. For our latest videos, head to NGSC Sports YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at NGSC Sports and like us on Facebook. NGSC Sports. We never stop.